Hello everyone. This is the second video I'm making in this series. In first video, we try to identify the stocks from list of Nifty 200 stocks which can become leader when the new cycle begins. So when I say new cycle begins, it means that currently if for example, if you see the Nifty 50 chart, it is in lower high, lower low structure. So when the structure of this chart start improving and it start making something like this, basically, higher high and higher low kind of structure, then we can say that structure of the market has improved and the new cycle has already begun. So before this cycle begins, we are trying to identify the leaders so that we can take the maximum advantage in this cycle. Now today video is about how we can how I basically build my long-term portfolio. So let's first go to the stocks which we had filtered out from Nifty 200 in the last video. So the stocks which we identified was Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Naukri, ICICI Bank, JSW Steel, and Max Health. So these were the six stocks we identified from the list of 200, where from risk and reward perspective, structure wise, from uh, relative strength perspective, they were showing a good opportunity to build new position in these stocks. So coming with the Tech Mahindra, it is in good structure. HCL Tech is also doing fine. Same with Naukri, a very strong structure. I think I did build some, started building some position in Naukri. Even though this candle is not that great, but I think when the week completed and if the stocks remain like this, then we will have, a solid closing candle in weekly time frame. So yeah, so that's the reason I went with building some position in Naukri also. Same with ICICI Bank. Last time we saw that at exactly at 50 DMA, a good candle has printed. So I mean, because compared to, Nifty 50 and other sector, Bank Nifty is doing very well and basically outperforming Nifty and other sectors also. So I did wanted to invest in ICICI Bank, but yeah, it did open as a gap up. I mean, I'll see. I will wait where I will have a good candle, not like this candle with the wicks. Okay, so I want candle something like this. Then after once that confirmation happen, then only I will start building position in ICICI Bank. With JSW still, I think this stock we can remove from the list. I think from after this candle, it printed this right candle, and currently it is below 50 DMA. So yeah, JSW still is not doing well. Max Health, yeah, we saw that exactly, a very good candle got printed, and that candle goes above 50 DMA, and the closing was also very good. And if you see currently also, in last 2 days, yeah, it is kind of consolidating here, not showing any strong structure or something like that. But yeah, structure wise, still this is okay. I already have some position in Max Health. It's a very a minor position, but what I really want is that something kind of this candle kind of printed at this 50 DMA, not like this with some wick and all those things. So once this kind of candle will printed, I will scale in, and if that stock further go and go above this level with this kind of candle, and if I do see improvement in basically recovery in Indian market, then I'll fully scale in at this level in this stock. Now, coming to the main point. So today video is all about how I build my long-term portfolio. So let's start on that. So I so out of this six stock, if you see Tech Mahindra and HCL Tech, they both have similar kind of structure. Both have good RS. Both are making high low kind of structure, right? So between these two, I decided to put money, in HCL Tech. Basically, I decided to build position in HCL Tech. So why not Tech Mahindra? Why HCL Tech? The reason is simple, that HCL Tech is part of my long-term portfolio already. Okay. So this is the only reason why I have opted for HCL Tech instead of Tech Mahindra. Even two both have the same structure and all those things. So because it is part of my long-term portfolio, so I wanted to build position in HCL Tech so that if this trade works, I can convert some of my position into long term, and that is how I will increase my investment in long term portfolio. So, and it is also helping my long term portfolio also, because I'm accumulating only those stocks in my long term portfolio which are leader in the market. Okay. So accumulating the leaders is going to help my long term portfolio grow faster, and it will also keep my portfolio healthy, balanced, right? So yeah, I mean, how it will keep my portfolio balanced? Be balanced with this approach. See the point is, I'm not buying any stock randomly, or not doing any SIP on stock randomly, and then waiting waiting for that stock to do better in future. I'm so i am building the position first, and if that position works in my favor, when I say works in my favor, so it basically means, today let's say I scaled fully in HCL Tech at this level, and after that HCL Tech goes like this, and in shorter time frame I'm able to accumulate 15 to 20% kind of gain, then it gives me leverage, okay, against lot of negative factors. I'll tell you how. Let's say if HCL Tech do like this, then I'll start looking that how much position I can convert it into long term, and how much rest position I can, maybe book profit or maybe ride the trend, but whatever it is. So once I gain substantial amount of profit, I will definitely start looking, converting some of the position into long term. So so how it will, it will keep my portfolio healthy, as well as it will help my portfolio to be balanced also. Because let's say tomorrow if some drawdown happens, or any because of any negative reason or anything like that, because I already have a good amount of gain, that will act as a defense line when any drawdown happens. So this will act as a first defense line, because that stock has already some gains. So whatever money I will lose, it will lose from this gain only. After that, it's another story. Okay. And why I'm building the position first and then converting into the long term. See, anything can happen. The success of trade, we cannot say what would be the probability, right? It is entirely possible that HCL Tech do like this, or it is entirely possible that HCL Tech, after I build my position and fully scale in, the HCL Tech start going down, right? So if it does like this, then I have a stop loss and I can exit from very minimal loss. But what if I would have, invested this amount directly in my long-term portfolio, and then stock started going down, it would have impacted the performance of my long-term portfolio. So yeah, that is the reason why I want to build position first, want to capture the good amount of gain if that trade works, and then convert that position into long term. Another thing is how this approach is keeping my long-term portfolio balance. See, when I'm accumulating stock like this in my long-term portfolio, I'm basically accumulating those stocks only which are leaders in the market. Second thing, the number of stocks in my portfolio would be limited also, right? Because the selection is based on what is there already in my existing portfolio, and out of those stocks, which stocks are doing better, only in those stocks I am increasing my exposure even in my long term portfolio also. So that way the number of stocks in my long term portfolio would also be limited, which will help me in which will help me in analyzing my long-term portfolio in terms of both technical as well as in terms of fundamentals. Because if in my long-term portfolio, if there are like 50 to 100 stocks, then it is very difficult to track that which are the stocks not doing well in my portfolio, which stocks I should get out from, which stocks I should remove from my long-term portfolio, where I see that fundamentals are getting bad. All in long term it might not go as planned. For what reason I have decided to place it in long term. So that way, but if in my long term portfolio, if I only have 10 to 15 or maybe max to max 20 stocks, then it will become easier for me to analyze all those 20 stocks in both technical as well as fundamental side, frequently, compared to if I have like 50 to 100 stocks in my long term portfolio. So that is the advantage I see. Okay. So yeah, so this is how I'm building my long term portfolio, and this is how I'm accumulating stocks also, and increasing my investment. So yeah, that's all about today. Thank you.